Drax here, and welcome to a new series of videos. I actually returned to the Q&A style of videos. I recently asked you for questions through my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go and do that. I very often throw stuff like that there. So if you want to be part of those videos and give me your questions, you can actually write them down here in the comment section below this video, or when I ask you for the questions for these Q&A videos on Instagram or the rest of my social media. So without any further ado, let's go to your questions. So question number one comes from Tassos G, and goes like this: story behind Gus pickups. Cool. So guys, for those of you that are maybe not familiar with that, Gus pickups, GAS, not GUS, not my name, GAS, Gus pickups is the pickup brand that I actually endorse for quite a while now. And with Gus pickups, we have a signature Gus Drax bridge pickup out right now. And how did that happen? So I think it was like 2 years ago maybe, that Yanis Papadadonakis, the owner and pretty much the main guy behind everything on Gus pickups, contacted me through social media, and he was just he told me that he's interested in sending me a couple of his pickups, and to try them. And in a nutshell, his offer was like, take the pickups, try them on, and if you like them, great, we can actually discuss details about working together. If you don't like them, send them back and we're cool. I was like, okay, there is nothing to lose here, so yeah, go for it. And he sent me a couple of his pickups, and I went to my guitar tech and told him, these are Greek pickups. And let me tell you something, my guitar tech is a very hard guy to please. He's not easy to please. So I leave him with my guitar, my first Siggy Brown signature model, the 7-string one. And I told him, okay, put this on and let's find out what that is, right? I'm going to the next day when my guitar is ready, and my guitar tech has my guitar on his hand, I remember, and he's like, dude, the guitar sounds fucking amazing. So I took the guitar, came back home, and it really sounded like nothing before. I can actually understand, I can hear every single thing that I do with my right hand, which actually is a very important thing for me. Very versatile, and I pretty much just simply I love them. And I was like, okay, and what do you want to do there? And I've been in the family since then, and we have designed pickups for pretty much every guitar that I own, every signature model of mine, and yeah, I'm super proud and super pleased endorser of Gus pickups. Question number 2 comes from Geosian1. Sorry. And goes like this: practice routine when you started playing. Great question. Actually, I followed the advices and everything that my teacher back then was telling me to do. I was actually very focused on what he was giving me as lesson material to practice. I was very almost like religious to what he was saying, and I followed pretty much everything, and I was practicing everything to a metronome. To be a little bit more detailed, as soon as my lesson was over, I literally ran to my house so that I can actually not forget what I was just taught, right? And I was dividing my material by difficulty. I was finding out straightforward, like the first day of my week, which which parts of those things are, the most difficult, which things were more difficult, and which were the easiest ones. And right then and there, I was making my plan. Of course, the more difficult stuff was taking more time, and easier stuff were taking a little bit less time. I was never the type of person to practice half an hour of alternate picking, half an hour of legato, half an hour of tapping, half an hour of vibrato or anything like that. I was never like that. It never made sense to me. In my opinion, some things are more natural to you, and some things are less natural to you, and some things you will learn them easier, and some other things you will learn them a little bit more. Let's say they will take more time. So I was giving the time to the things that I didn't do well, because I didn't want to have any weaknesses. I always wanted my weaknesses to become strengths of mine. So yeah, I followed that plan, and I think it worked out pretty well. Question number 3 comes from Mike Kire or Kyre. Sorry if I butcher your name there, man. Sorry. And goes like this: your gym workout during the COVID lockdown. That's a great question. So if you guys follow me, you know by now that I'm a gym freak. I really like working out. And when in lockdown, I pretty much go 5 to maybe even 6 times a week. Well, it's not exactly the case right now with the lockdown, but I try to do my best. I try to walk every day for 1 hour, maybe 75 minutes, sometimes even more than that. And I try to do the best I can for resistance training at home. I use my body, push-ups and stuff like that. I do a lot of jumping rope, and I also bought some resistant bands that they have done a great job when I use them, because especially right before Christmas, there was like a period that I wasn't very disciplined with it. I just couldn't do it, and working out at home is not the same for me. I really prefer the gym. But right now lately I've been really determined, and I haven't lost a workout. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna keep it this way until the lockdown is over, because I know that as soon as it's over, I'm hitting the gym super hard. So yeah, I hope you do that too. Okay, next question comes from Purple Overdrive. Nice. How to compose and write an interesting instrumental without it being boring? All right, that's a tough question, man. Well, it's actually very weird to say that, but I cannot exactly give you the answer, because you might write something that you actually think that is not boring to you. It's not boring. It's interesting. It's nice. It's beautiful, and then you post it online. Some people will like it. Some people won't like it, and maybe some of them will, find it boring. There's nothing you can do about it. Some people will like your music, and some people will not like your music. So, what can you do about it? You can actually be, very proud of what you do, first of all, and do exactly what you like. So if you like it and you're proud of it, then you give it to the world. So try to write as many rhythms as you think they are, sound good, without without making the song being too complicated, I guess. But because it's such a subjective thing as well. Like I said, some people will find it boring, some people will find it interesting. So many opinions out there. So just try to be satisfied with what you do, man. And yeah, hopefully people will get it. So just write what you love. That's my best advice on it. Okay, guys. This is gonna be the last question for today, and it's a pretty important one. Comes from Airo Cancha, and goes like this: do you think music theory is important, or is it okay if you make music without it? Okay, well, I'm going to be very honest about this. Yes, I think that you should definitely study your theory. You should definitely learn theory. Absolutely. I know that, some of you guys, hear about this guy or that guy that maybe, claims that he doesn't know any theory. And you say, okay, maybe this guy doesn't do it. He doesn't use theory. He haven't learned theory, so I can do it as well. I actually disagree with that. I think that if you have, for example, out of 100 people, 90 learn theory and they are great and they are 10, I'm actually exaggerating. I think that it's like 98 guys learn theory that actually are very, very good, and maybe 2 out of 100 are not learning theory and actually achieve a great level. So I wouldn't follow the 2 out of 100 on that. Just because maybe 1 or 2 guys made it doesn't mean that you should follow that example. So yeah, make sure you actually learn your theory, because at the end of the day, you want to become a musician. You should learn the language, because theory is the language that we speak. And you should, I think, you would like, in my opinion, to become as good as possible and reach a great depth of knowledge. So maybe you can become a great player without actually learning theory, which is highly unlikely, but let's say that you can do it. You will never be able to use all that stuff that you actually, that technique that you have achieved. You will never be able to utilize it at 100% of what you can do, So you should definitely learn your theory, not necessarily in a way that you just sit down and read weird, difficult stuff and terminology just to, say with other musicians, but just to, take theory and apply it on your fretboard. That's actually the best kind of theory, just know what you do. So in a nutshell, yes, learn the theory and learn as much as you can. All right, hope that helps. All right, guys, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want your question to be on the next one, just leave it down below in the comment section. And before doing the next Q&A, I will also ask you for your questions in my Instagram, so make sure you actually follow me there too. All right, I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and stay safe.